last episode of Stranger Things was released to start the new year, seeing most characters off with endings. Spoilers, but it was revealed that Steve Harrington, a former star athlete, becomes a coach. Despite battling interdimensional beings, Lovecraftian villains, and committing some light terrorism against the U.S. government, the strangest thing he's probably seen is a 14-0 Indiana. Welcome back to the Moonstamp Cast. I am Jordan. This is the Fernando Mendoza would have had that show done in one season. I don't think Prince would have approved this. Brian, how are you?
I'm good. I'm holidayed out. Speaking of the holidays, we have to talk about tradition real quick, if you don't mind. We are not going to be able to celebrate a very important tradition for the NFL this year, which is the Houston Texans hosting a playoff game at 3:30 p.m. on Saturday. Instead, we were playing at Pittsburgh on Monday night. Why?
That's like, I know we've all complained about that for years. At the same time, it is somewhat sacrilegious to me that the Houston Texans are about to play a game at a normal time, because my entire sporting career, in terms of like watching sports, has been Houston teams, no matter how good they are. And this includes the Astros too. You have to play day games. So while I'm at work, I have to oh, here's my phone. Watch the streams. I love it from like the Jordan perspective. I don't have to do some light time stealing. At the same time, isn't the fun of a Houston sports fan to have to suffer some? Like, the point is we have to listen. We live on a bayou. We live in a place where water is under us at all times.
And in the air, because it was, I think 3 days ago, it was 92% humidity.
Yeah. I think there's a part of me that loves getting out of the shower and not being able to get dry for 30 minutes because the water just sticks to you. You know,
Is that sarcasm?
No. I mean, yes, it is. It is complete sarcasm. But like,
okay, I was about to say, I hate that.
Like you go to Colorado and you're like, oh my God, I got dry. Like, wow, this is fun. I can put my clothes on pretty quickly. And then when Houston's like, shit, I got to put my pants on. It's going to stick to me.
Dude, I try and make sure that when I take a shower, outside of like going to a formal event or someone's house or something, if it's just a regular day, when I take a shower, that is me declaring I am not leaving the house anymore, because as soon as I walk outside for 5 minutes, the humidity is going to fuck my face so badly that I'm going to need a second shower.
Well, I have dogs and I have to take the dogs outside to go to the bathroom. At 10:30 is the last time they get to. I hate cats, but mostly because I can't breathe around them. Very little to do with the fact of them, more to do with the fact that I can't breathe around them. As you've seen on multiple occasions.
Dude, you came over to my house to play a Mario Party drinking game, and you were like, "Oh, I can't drink," and we were like, "Oh, that's probably smart. We wouldn't have to take Ubers." You're like, "No, I took 2 Benadryl because you have cats," and I was like, "You did what?"
And I was fine. I drove home and everything. I was not like, I didn't see the Hat Man that night. But there have been times where like I've taken a Sudafed or a Benadryl or something. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to fall. Like, I went to Montana and I got a weird rash. Don't know what happened. I even like texted my dad, who's a medical professional, who he's a doctor. And I was like, hey Dad, what is he? She's like, I have no clue what this is. What is wrong with you? I had to pop 2 bennies. I just fell the fuck asleep in a car. But back to our talk. At 10:30 is the last time they get to go outside. After that, I take my shower and I'm not going back outside again unless an act of God occurs. I'm not going back outside because I don't want to feel that. If I get in bed, I can't have my outside clothes or my outside body, inside body and inside clothes only on the bed.
So you're a nighttime shower?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it depends. Like sometimes I'll work out in the morning and have to shower in the morning, but I usually take 2 showers a day. I also sweat really easily. Just the worst thing about me. I hate my life. I had to look at. By the way, I went to look at mattresses this weekend because my mattress is old, and thinking like, well, I'm gonna ask my girlfriend to marry me soon. I need to get kind of invest in that kind of stuff. They showed me a mattress, and I would go, oh, this is nice. Like, how much is this? $15,000, Brian. That's a car.
$15,000. Not $1,500.
Like they're 1,500. Like this was maybe the top of the line one, but like he showed it to us and it was like, oh yeah, like look at this and look at this and like look how nice this is. And I'm like, oh, this is very nice. It's a mattress. How much can it be? And then he goes, oh yeah, this is a down payment for a house. Like, this is a down payment. This is a car. It's a shitty car, but it's a car nonetheless. I was like, you've got to be fucking with me, my brother.
Dude, that's like a 2010 CRV.
I know.
Like, yeah, it's a 15-year-old car, but it's gonna last several years.
Yeah. And so I went online and found one that's comparable for $700 on like one of those no middleman sites. The guy was also trying we need to get the podcast at some point to talk about sports, but the guy was trying to like sell me. Like, I was like, well, we're going to, I have to go home and think about this and talk about this to myself and like look at the numbers. And he's like, well, what are the questions you had that I haven't talked about? I'm like, I watch enough Andy Elliott hate to know what you're doing to me right now. I watch enough like car salesman hate to know what you're doing to me right now. Stop doing that. And he got annoyed because I also opened the door for myself to get out of the store. I went to a mattress firm. So one, definitely a front. There's no way these people sell mattresses with how much they're asking money for. They're like, well, it's $175 a month. I'm like, hold on, let me do the math. It's 7 fucking years of $175 a month. I was like, listen, that's like 10% of the mortgage, maybe. I don't know. I saw that this week and I was like, there's no way. Like, I can sleep on the floor. I've slept on the couch before. I've slept on floors before. Had great sleeps. Sure, my back hurts a little because I was sleeping on the floor. It's my POW. I like to pretend I'm a POW sometimes. I'm getting their mindset. But Venezuela, am I right?
Sit in the shower fully clothed and have it just the coldest shower. So you're like, and turn off all the lights. So you're like, this is what POW guys have to go through when it's raining outside and there's in the bamboo cages of Vietnam.
Well, I've done that, but I take cold showers sometimes for myself. I hate it, but I take it.
You're an animal.
I will say, and this is, again, we need to get to the podcast at some point. I am pretty convinced that I could tank waterboarding. Like, pretty convinced about it.
All right. New incentive. Get Moonstamp to 10,000 followers on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and I will waterboard him.
Yeah, that's fine. Since my girlfriend likes to pop my pimples. Like, she loves that shit. I don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
But she has like a toolkit and it hurts sometimes. And yeah, I go in my head, I'm like, it's all mental. Doesn't actually hurt me. It's all mental. And it gets me through it. I'm fine. I just go, it's all mental. I know waterboarding is simulating drowning, which is one of my greater fears and ways of dying. But if I go, it's okay. They're not going to kill me because they can't, because if Brian kills me, it sucks.
He's a murderer.
He's a murderer. And then also Moonstamp only has him. And unless he wants to play he has to do tryouts now for the next Jordan.
Fun fact, if you die, Moonstamp is dead.
Okay. But like, I'm like, he can't kill me. Now, my girlfriend plucked my eyebrows not too long ago. And I mentally freaked out because I don't know why my brain couldn't take it. I was thought she was going to stab my eyes for some reason. So that's a real knock against me in terms of that I think I can tank this.
Megan will trim my mustache, which it needs some just to tighten up because this little thing. Megan will trim my mustache, and I swear those scissors, every single time I feel them on my lip, and I'm like, she's gonna fucking cut my lip like that, and I'm gonna have like a little Joker scar.
Like, well, know how I got these scars? It was an industrial accident, but I look pretty, don't I? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I could tank waterboarding. Now, with that said, probably won't.
You're insane for that.
I'm also the same guy who's I could do the 999 challenge in 5 innings.
We need to do that.
Yeah. No questions asked. I think
I want to lose a significant amount of weight. One of my resolutions is 50 pounds this year. I want to lose weight before I attempt this because the next morning is going to be hell. And I'd rather be 40 pounds lighter than I am than do it now.
Thought process. July, August. Okay,
somewhere in there.
Let's book it.
Give me 6 months.
All right, find an Astros game. Obviously, someone's home.
I don't want to spend $200 on this challenge. No, tall boys should not be 9 beers.
No.
You should have to drink 4.5 of those because that's technically, if you drink 9 of those, that's 18 beers. That's not the challenge.
I mean, that's a more fun challenge in some sense. Now, that may end up with a hospital bill, which is more than
out and throwing up and probably arrested for public intoxication.
I mean, it's not until I have to say that off podcast. I can't admit a possible crime on the podcast. Not a bad crime, a fun crime, but I can't admit to it on the podcast for reasons. With that said, Brian, all this taken into account, The Texans are going to the
are
playoffs.
playing on Saturday.
They're not going to play on Saturday. They're going to the playoffs. Honestly, after the 0-3 start this season, and like watching the Texans be bad at football for a while there, I was convinced not only were we going to be last in the AFC South, we had a solid chance to get the first pick, was my thought process. And now maybe a bit of a doomer. I mean, I watched the Titans play, and that was worse in every single way than the Texans when they were playing badly. But I was a bit of a doomer there. Now, not only are we going to the playoffs, I like believe in this team. Now, do I think it's a Super Bowl team? Jury's out. Do I think it's an AFC? Yes. Depends on what offense shows up. Do I think it's maybe an AFC Championship team? You can give me there.
We drew the best. Lot. I think I really do. Because Jacksonville, I think, is better than Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. Broncos are definitely better than Pittsburgh, and New England's better than Pittsburgh. I would take if we got the best lot for sure. But the offense kind of scares me. Now they've been clicking. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is just years and 24, 23 years of just getting the shit kicked out of me as a Houston Texans fan. That's why I'm pessimistic. But the offense has been clicking. We're on a 9-game winning streak. This should be like, we're the hottest team in football. This just screams first round exit, like out of like Aaron Rodgers, playoff, experience, just knows how to navigate the playoffs. It's a different animal. The fear is there, Jordan. And then it's just like, wow, this amazing defense we had all year couldn't stop a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers that looks like he's Perk Rodgers again, to be honest.
Okay. I was going to say something, and this, because we have experience. Like, even if the Chiefs are out of the playoffs, I still think they will beat us right now in the playoffs, only because of experience. And we have experience in this. Of pain, suffering. And like, I know we're Houston fans, but like the Texans have not done well. Like Texans, Rockets, Astros are a different scenario. But right now there was a tweet from June 30th, 2025. Have you seen this tweet? The tweet says, "Dear Ravens, please do not put the rookie kicker in a position to tie or win the game in the fourth quarter against the Steelers. Thank you." This was June 30th, 2025. I think someone said, that's not prediction. That's experience right there. That's someone who's seen this before.
Seen this movie before, yeah.
And this is years of hurt. Yes, we play Pittsburgh, who I think they're a higher seed, but that's because they won their division. Brian, I have seen this story before. The quarterback who is, despite everything, still a great quarterback. Now, there's a question in my mind because you saw the Catholic priest went and blessed the Steelers field. And now we have Aaron Rodgers, who's either some sort of crystal, ayahuasca, something. He's communicating with demons like Nick Land, which is a joke I think 3 people will get. I worry that the cosmic forces will come together to destroy the Texans. 1, just because the Texans' bad luck in general. 2, Aaron Rodgers talking to demons. And 3, the Catholic priest doing their. I mean, listen, Fernando Mendoza took the Heisman Trophy to a to a church. I saw someone say he destroyed Alabama to make up for the sins of the committee for throwing out his fellow brethren from the church, aka Notre Dame, not to talk about them again. But I do worry with experience that I've seen this story before. The team that we should beat, right? We should beat them. I've seen this story before and it scares the fuck out of me.
Oh yeah, big. This is Texans loss written all over it. Like this is, it's what the city is, and everyone in the city, including us, believes in this team. Mm-hmm. But there's that voice in the back of their head that just goes, "Hey man, we've seen this movie so many times. We've had great defenses before with lackluster offenses, and it does not go well. We've never made an AFC championship, buddy, even with our best teams." I will say the 9 games in a row was awesome, and I had a buddy of mine jump ship and admit to me in a group chat, and to my other friends there too, of course, that clarification, he did work here for 5 years, but he said, "Man, this is right before we went on the winning streak." He's like, "Man, fuck the Texans. I'm tired of cheering for this team. I'm tired of hiding this from y'all, but I've secretly been a Dallas Cowboys fan for the past 5 years, ever since I was living in Dallas. And now, fuck you for saying that, because you're not in playoffs and we are."
Well, it's also being a Cowboys fan is just a punishment in itself. I was going to say, do you think the person who feels the worst about this is a Texans fan who lives in Houston, who also is an A&M fan? Because A&M fans have battered Aggie syndrome, and they knew what was going to happen in the playoffs. In the back of their minds, they knew. Texans fans at the same time have been like, it's back here. It's the Green Goblin mask of anger, of sadness is calling me. Also, fuck the Cowboys just in general. Fuck Dallas. It's a corporate city. There was a time where a guy told me, he was like, I love Dallas because you just don't see any homeless people. I'm like, one, we'll go through that in a second. Like, your issues. Two, why do you think that is? You think they just don't have homeless people? Or you think it's a corporate city that does everything to make itself look better? It's the perfect, like, Deloitte city. With all that said, if we beat the Steelers, we either have the Chargers or the Patriots.
Give me the Chargers. Which
I'd love.
Give me the Patriots. Fuck it.
Yeah,
they have not played good teams this year.
No,
the only team with a winning record they beat was the Bills.
Yeah, and they're like the A&M kind of this part of the bracket, where it's like they played a lot, they won a lot, but the teams they won against, you go, you beat Miami twice,
Jets twice.
That's 4 wins right there.
The Raiders, by the way.
Yeah, you lost to the Raiders. I'm not feeling like, listen, Drake May, love him. I think he's going to be a great, phenomenal quarterback one day. He is now, but like, he's going to get better. I don't think this Patriots team is as good as people think it is. With that said, they're also the Patriots. And again, I know it's a different era. I'm just looking at the playoff bracket, and you have Pittsburgh, New England, and Denver in there. I'm like, oh, damn it. It's just
missing the Colts, really, to be honest.
You're missing the Colts, and rest in peace. Sorry about that. Maybe they should put Riley Leonard in earlier because he looked better.
We're going to talk about Riley Leonard here in a minute, bud.
Okay. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I hate to be like, we'll see what happens. I do think also Chicago Green Bay is probably the game of this section, only because there's much more hate there than any other game. I see this. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that being the Saturday night game fucking rules.
Yeah. I mean, you look at this and like, maybe San Francisco, Philadelphia, but that's just because Philadelphia fans are evil. And I mean them like in a good way. Like, they're evil. But yeah, that's going to be the most hate-filled, and I'm going to love it. I do think the Bears win it. With that said, do you have any predictions?
Yeah, we can do predictions first.
Oh, okay. Or do you want to do that? Let's do that Thursday, actually. Let's go through that Thursday. Okay.
We'll do
that. Yeah.
I want to talk about Riley Leonard real quick.
Yeah.
He looked really good against the Texans. The Texans have a great defense. Yes, we pulled some starters and stuff. No, he still looked really good. Where the fuck was this last year? Where was this Riley Leonard in the national championship? This Riley Leonard wins the national championship with that team.
Mm-hmm. It's you came up against the foe of Ohio State. They were just like better at the time than everyone else.
Of course, no. Ohio State was the best team in the nation.
Yeah.
But if this version of Riley Leonard, now yes, he's throwing to talent. He has an offensive line that's ahead, but Notre Dame had a top 5 talented team in the nation last year.
Yeah.
Where was this, man? We could have been national championship. Also, I will say, I think everyone does this that cheers for a college team. It's always weird cheering against someone that you cheered hard for when they were at like it's hard to be mad at you. It's like I don't hate you, Riley Leonard, even though you're on the Colts. I'm just very disappointed in your life choices that led you to this moment, even though you didn't choose to get drafted by the Colts.
It's like you want him to drop 500 yards, 3 touchdowns. Actually, 500 yards, no touchdowns. Give him a touchdown. Give him like really good stats. Make him look great. But don't have him look great enough to where he can beat the team. I think that's.
But if you play Titans, I want you to throw for a million yards.
No, I mean if he plays anyone else, let him throw for 1 million yards. Unless it somehow disadvantages us. So it's a fun little thing. Like whenever Ed Oliver comes to town, and like he's gonna kill somebody, but like I still love him to death.
Dude, I'm so excited for next season. To interrupt this real quick, we have Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen all coming to town next year.
You're gonna eat so well. You're about to eat so well. You're gonna go to those Texans games and live it. It's like
there's some shitty ones too, though.
I mean, to be fair, the AFC South and also plus just like football in general dictates, the scheduling in general dictates you will have shitty games, sometimes at home.
I think we have at Giants at home. Or not at Giants at home. I think we have Giants at home and we have Cowboys at home. Those are pretty good games, and then the AFC at home, AFC South at home.
Okay, that'll be fun. They'll be fun games.
I'm missing a couple.
That's next season. Hopefully, we come away as AFC champion players. I don't know if again we'll win. Especially, I don't know. Denver is also like the luckiest team in the world, so it's very annoying to play them. With all that, gonna be a fun playoffs. I had my idea who I think was going to – actually, I don't know if I have that idea yet. I think I'm going to have to choose somebody. With all that said, Brian, do you have any
I thought we were saving predictions.
No. I was that was me saying it out loud. Like, I have a thought, but I'm not sure yet. That's why it's Thursday. With all that said, Brian, do you have any more thoughts on the NFL before we move to college football?
Yeah. This is going to sound a little bit weird, but this is actually kind of backhanded, but it's also still a compliment.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville won the AFC South. Congratulations. You did it. Trevor Lawrence looks amazing. It only took 6 years of him being an NFL quarterback to finally look like the NFL quarterback that was promised. Now that sounds like an insult, but this is also the best head coach he's had, the best system he's run, the most talent he's had around him. So, hey, turns out if you take your super talented quarterback and put an offensive minded coach with him and, give him some weapons and protect him and give him a semi-competent defense, you can build a possible Super Bowl run, like a team that can make a run at a Super Bowl. So, yeah, it took you 5 years to figure that out, but congratulations to Jacksonville. I'm also speaking to the Chicago Bears when I say this, that holy shit, look at Caleb Williams. Yes, he didn't get to 4,000 yards, which I bet. But, He threw for the most yards in franchise history, and Caleb Williams looks. Last year, everyone was like, "Haha, Jaden Daniels should have been first." Honestly, redrafting him right now, even with what Drake May has been doing, I'd go Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels.
I mean, I think Caleb Williams is a guy who I really like. But he's also the classic case of you need someone around him who understands him. Like a Ben Johnson understanding of him is what has elevated him to this level. Now, that's like the easiest, dumbest thing to say. It's not like analytically hard to say that at the same time. Like saying good ball players play well when they have the right system around them. It's like, yeah, it's the same concept. But like if finding that right head coach and like Ben Johnson believes in Caleb Williams in a way I don't think anyone else and the Bears organization his first year did. So, and also good for Duval.
This whole conversation is all a fun way for me to say this is why you can't say it was Brady, it was Belichick. You have to have a right head coach, and you have to have a player that can operate in their system and that they work well together. They don't have to be best friends. They don't have to like each other, but they have to work together. Very rarely does it happen where the coach and a player don't fit each other's systems or don't like each other. On top of that, it works out. Bill Belichick and Brady had a very work-like relationship. They weren't friends, but they got the job done.
Well, it's like whenever someone says as an insult, "Oh, they're a system quarterback." Yeah, every quarterback who's good is a system. Like you think Mahomes, like he's good, but do you think he would be good in another system? Probably, but like not as good. It's all about the system they put in place. Like Bruce Arians was able to put in a system for the first year for Brady that worked. He also had great talent around him. It's a weird insult I've never understood because it's like it works for maybe like a Brock Purdy, but even then, like Brock Purdy's he's still a good quarterback.
He's great.
He's great. I don't know if I'm not going to put him like in the Mahomes system.
No.
But I'm not going to sit there and be like, he's a bad quarterback because he plays well for this team. That's the point. That is football. That's like every single coach works their entire offseason and also in the season to scheme around their good players and help their talents.
It's why I don't like the Eagles by any means, but I hate this this deranged syndrome about Jalen Hurts. Yes, he's super funny to make fun of. It's a lot of fun to make fun of Eagles fans and poke fun at Jalen Hurts. But when people are like, seriously, like, he's not a top 15 quarterback, I'm like, you don't win a Super Bowl without playing like a top 15 quarterback.
Well, and he's also adapted himself. Like he talked about how he doesn't do the high squats anymore. Like, he was doing like 600-pound squats. He doesn't do that anymore. He's like, it doesn't actually affect my game. It's all like you have to find the right. Also, Astros fan Jalen Hurts, for the record, Super Bowl champion Astros fan Jalen Hurts.
We stand him.
We stand. He's from Dickinson. We stand him. That's basically where we live. Duh. I don't live as much there anymore. But yeah, I don't know. And whenever someone does that, it's like whenever someone says this is their Super Bowl, it's like you're the most angry you've ever been right now, and I get it. It's okay. You're angry about this. It's fine.
But I hate that phrase because everyone should be playing every game like it's your Super Bowl.
Well, unless
you're
at least. I was about to say, unless you're Josh Allen in week 18, then you play one snap and
week 18 out. Like,
yeah,
that made me mad. He was part of a touchdown parlay, and he's the only one that didn't score. They could have just benched him, and I wouldn't have fucking plugged him into that parlay, and it would have been fine. But he threw one ball, and then they benched him. And I said, "Fuck you."
Part of me is like, that's really dumb and kind of a cornball move to be like, I want the streak. At the same time, the streaks are cool.
It's a long streak. It's pretty cool.
Listen. The Orioles cut the power in Baltimore so Cal Ripken Jr. could have a streak. Okay, a guy coming in for one play, that's fine. And it is cool to be like, hey, this is, this guy's played the most games or whatever. I don't know what the streak of the record is. I know baseball's record just because it's one guy. And again, they did definitely cut the power for him. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about at all.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was rumors that he was like in the hospital or something for sleeping with someone's wife.
Yeah, it was something insane. Which hopefully one day it comes out actually what happened, because that feels like one of those, like, listen, we're all in agreement. Like, no one's changing that record. If Cal Ripken Jr. is like, listen, like, yeah, someone beat the shit out of me, I'd be like, yeah, okay. I mean, he knows ball on two fronts apparently. I don't know, but I'm cool with the record. I think it's a cool record, and honestly, Josh Allen, anything Josh Allen does, I'll just be like, yes, sir, understood. You do you. Thank you, and do it again.
Thank you for playing football for me to consume.
Thank you for playing. Thank you for being a good football player. With that said, you won't be winning the Super Bowl this year, and it makes me sad.
I don't know. No Patty Mahomes.
No, well, but also, do we trust? I know their defense has gotten better, but do we trust, like, in the long term? Like, I think maybe they beat Jacksonville, but then they play Denver, who's like the luckiest team of all time. By the way, Bo Nix is assistant quarterback under Sean Payton. That's not a bad thing. That means he plays the way he's designed. Like, he's a designed player. That's a weird thing to say. Every player is somewhat of a designed player, but he's a designed player. I think the Broncos make it farther also because, again, they're the luckiest team in all of the NFL right now. I need to find the luck index again and see who's on top. Because at some point the Chiefs were at the top of the luck index last year. I don't know what it is this year.
Okay. The only way for the Bills to play the Patriots is Patriots have to win, and we have no, they can't play each other, can they?
Who?
No, the Bills and the Patriots cannot play each other.
Oh, unless it's the AFC Championship, huh?
Unless it's in the AFC. Okay, yeah. Thank you. That's what it is. Patriots win. Bills win, Steelers win. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who Steelers and Texans win because we'd go play Patriots, and then Patriots beat us there, and then if Bills win, and the Bills need the Patriots to win, obviously to play them, because then the Bills would go to the Broncos, and then if they beat the Broncos, they'd be in there. Yeah. Okay, so they can meet again at the AFC Championship because I just closed my eyes and I thought of NFC or AFC Championship Sunday Night Football. And it's Josh Allen and Drake May, and it's just some white boys up in the Northeast getting down. And I was like, that. Listen, if it can't be the Texans, I think that would be a fun game. I think the Broncos team is kind of boring, so I don't want them to go very far.
Well, I just looked it up, and how I just said they're a very lucky team, and I haven't looked at the luck index this year. So the luckiest team is Denver, and they have a 3.4 rating. The closest team to them is San Francisco with a 2.1 rating. And that's a pretty heinous. Now, the least lucky team is actually Kansas City, which is, I mean, someone didn't sacrifice.
That's a spin back from last year, though.
Someone didn't sacrifice the right children this year. I don't know what the issue is. But also Jacksonville's third, which means they actually don't deserve to win the AFC South. They were luckier than us, so it doesn't actually count. That's a spin move. That's our spin right there. Now, we are also 8th, but we are what? 0.6.
I mean, everyone in the AFC South is lucky that Daniel Jones snapped his leg in half.
Yeah,
that
and
Colts
then
team was not losing.
Well, and also that Riley Leonard.
They went to Riley Leonard was also hurt, which is why they brought Philip Rivers in.
Well, yeah, and then Philip Rivers. Well, they brought him in because he ran a similar scheme in his high school coaching time, which I don't know how. Listen, I've never played professional football. I don't know how well that translates. It translated somewhat okay-ish. Philip Rivers had games a little bit. He knows the plays. He knew the playbook, kind of, even if he did not know all his teammates. All that to say, Denver's a very lucky team. How does your luck continue in the playoffs? I don't know. I need to actually look into that. But if the Bills and the Denver meet, for some reason, I just had this in my mind that Denver is just this incredibly, I mean, statistically, I'm correct, like this incredibly lucky team. And it seems like every game they kind of won with close numbers was just them being really lucky on
a lot of fourth quarter comebacks.
Which
by the way is it's you can spin that either way, being like this team knows when to lock in and clutch and get jobs done. The other side is similar to the Chiefs last year. Wow, look how many won. If all these one score games flip the other way, they miss playoffs.
They got to the Super Bowl in that, and like it's all about getting hot and also having luck. And the hottest team in football right now, I don't know who the hottest. I think it's the Texans.
9 wins.
I don't think it. Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. So I don't know.
Still, I think Seattle is the best and most complete team.
I don't think I disagree on that, but I need to ponder.
They completely shut down the 49ers.
Yeah. Probably the Seahawks. Yeah, I'll go with that for now.
By the way, it's not close, right? The best division in football is the NFC West.
Yeah, no.
49ers, Rams, Seahawks, there's no question.
It's a group of death. It's the divisional group of death. It was just better than everyone else. It's the foil to the NFC South, which again, the Falcons were mathematically eliminated in like weeks ago. Was it sometime in December? And they tied for first in the division. The worst. Poor Baker Mayfield, I say, but also.
He played hurt half the year to defend him.
Yeah.
Also,
that's
Bryce
the thing.
Young doesn't look bad.
No.
Looks pretty damn good. We got the Carolina of the past, for the past like 3-4 years, that people are like, that's 2-win team, that's a 2-win team, shit.
Mm.
That Panthers is dead.
No, they're dead.
We've now got the middling team Panthers.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of where Atlanta's been for the past couple of years. Sometimes they make playoffs, sometimes they don't. But did you know this, Jordan? In a year after, so at the beginning of the year, the Ohio State won the national championship, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Lopez got divorced from Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot the other thing that goes into this. Part of my take gave me this, so this is not an original stat. But on the year that those things happen, Ohio State wins the national championship before the season starts in the fall. Mm-hmm. Jennifer Lopez gets a divorce. Forgot the third thing. The Panthers go to the Super Bowl.
Now, how many times has this happened before?
I think 3.
Really? 3?
Or 2. It's definitely 2.
Okay. I was going to say, she's been divorced.
This could be lining up to be the 3.
Okay. Do I...
State Jennifer Lopez Panthers.
Sorry. I just realized, I don't know how I didn't realize this. Carolina's 8-9. What a shitty division.
And the Panthers open against Jacksonville.
Okay.
This happened in 2002 and 2003, and this happened in 2014 and 2015.
Hey, Brian,
so it happens about every 10 years, too.
Okay. If the Panthers make the Super Bowl, I'll post my penis on the internet. That's how confident I am. That's how confident I am they're not going to do it.
Wait, did they play the Jacksonville at the beginning of the year? Panthers schedule. Did they lead the year with Jacksonville? They sure did. They sure did. Listen, man, I might take Panthers to make the Super Bowl for $1.
Okay. I wonder what the odds on that are. It can't be bad odds.
I'm on it.
Because I don't know who in the world. It's like if you call, like, it's only Panthers fans making that bet, and you, and probably some others.
NFL.
Maybe I should take back that penis thing now that I think about it.
Yeah, I would, because that's crazy, Jordan.
It's more that I'm just very convinced the Panthers aren't going to make the Super Bowl. And
Conference championships, NFC. Panthers are 1-75, so $1. I'll put $1.42 on it. Would get me $106.
That's a night out. That's a nice night out. That's honestly another cat.
You know what? I'll even put $1 on them to win the Super Bowl, 1-200.
Okay, that's another cat.
Hell no, I ain't getting no more cats. I got 3.
All right. Well, honestly, now I'm kind of rooting for it to pay off for you because I love you.
I mean, I fully guarantee I just burnt. I just burnt it. I just burnt $2.42 for no reason, but it's cool.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
fun. Maybe I'll if they can beat the Rams, which they've done earlier. Maybe I'll just cash out and I'll be up like $10 or whatever.
It's what is, and I want to think about this. What is the craziest bet? And we had to talk about this later because we're almost out of time. And I know you got to get out of here. What's the craziest bet you could put on a team at the beginning of the year? I don't know. What's like the craziest team? The worst team, obviously. I don't know what I'm saying. Come back to me later.
Before the season next year, I'll check with the lowest odds or the highest odds team to high. How do you say that? Lowest odds or highest odds?
The
highest odds
lowest
means
odds.
That's the best odds, right?
Yeah, lowest odds.
The lowest odds. So I'll look at the team the lowest odds to win the Super Bowl, and I'll put $1 on them because it'll be like $1 to win $5,000.
Yeah, why not? All right, Brian, I don't know if you have anything else. I was going to talk about college football, but honestly, we're almost at 40 minutes, and I say we'll save that for Thursday.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, there's not going to be that much to talk about during the week since football's kind of wrapping up, so we'll just have to predict a lot of college. So we'll do Friday college. I'll talk to you after the podcast. Yeah, no. So I'm good. Honestly, yeah, no. We have to talk about one thing. Okay. We fucked up again with our picks. We straight up just didn't do them for week 18 or 17.
That's fine. I say we do.
I think we next year Google documents that we both have access to. We say it on our phone, then we just copy it over to the Google document. That way we can all have it on record and we can track. And it'll be L's in the just a whole. We'll be better. This was a disaster.
We the thing is, we always have big plans for this, and then we're like, no, it becomes a thing at some point.
No, I refuse. I refuse. We're playing for the crown. I didn't win it last year. I refuse. I need things on the record.
Okay, I'll go through probably and look at everything at some point.
Oh no, we're missing 2 weeks. And these were some crazy 2 weeks.
They were crazy 2 weeks. All right. Well, and then I need to get back into hockey and watch more college basketball and also pro basketball, which
that's all after the Super Bowl for me.
Yeah. So, all right, Brian, nothing else. Where can the people find you?
You can find me across all social medias at Auric Polaris, AURICPOLARIS, especially at twitch.tv/Auric Polaris. Streaming starts again probably Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how available I am. Jordan, where can people find you?
Find me at Jordan Stotts on Twitter and on Moonstamp across all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and then X. I'm also trying to do a thing where every week I release a blog. Hopefully that comes to fruition. We'll see if that happens, but I think I can do it. I just got really bad at lazy about it. But we have a website, so why not use it? Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you listening. Thank you for letting us take 2 weeks off. We'll be back on Friday with predictions, more stuff. We will see you then.
Yeah, enjoy the last 16 football games of the year.
That's very sad. I hate it. Actually, the first 16 football games of the year in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if you want to say your thing.
No, that was supposed to be the thing.
Okay. Well, bye.
I'm leaving this.